talk about the bosses, because CIA is not, if you go up the chain, they are not right at top of the chain. So we know that the CIA is not answerable to Congress. Of course it's not. It's not answerable to any president, as you said. They are the ones who actually rule the presidents. It's not the other way around. Let's talk about the CIA's ultimate bosses. Who does the CIA serve? Let's put some names. Let's put some faces, Doug.
That's a big question. Let me give you an example. I met a CIA guy. He was a Marine in Vietnam.
This is a preview of Probable Cause with Newsbud founder and editor Sibel Edmonds, who is joined by her guest Douglas Valentine, who is the author of several books. He has lectured and appeared on TV and talk radio shows, testified as an expert witness, served as a documentary film consultant, and worked as a private investigator. His most recent book is The CIA as Organized Crime: How Illegal Operations Corrupt America and the World. Welcome to the show.
Glad to be on the show. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Well, welcome to our show, Doug. It's been a long time since you and I had connected. There are still so many people who believe this notion that the CIA, after the Church Committee, etc., they seized their operations in the United States. I mean, in a quick response, what would you tell these people? They say, yeah, they do all that. Basically, they say they shit outside. Okay, you're not supposed to shit where you eat. And they are saying, okay, fine, here is where we eat, and they don't shit here. How would you respond to people who say they no longer shit here?
Well, first of all, like I said, the CIA has been in existence for 70 years, okay? So a guy who joined the CIA, people don't know what's done secretly behind their backs and how our government works, how the CIA exerts its influence secretly on the Department of Justice, within the military, within every branch of the government. They don't know that every important.
It's not a joke. I mean, I mean it when I say that if we were to dissolve the CIA, what are we going to do with all these serial killers and genius charlatans? You're going to see the crime rate going up, actually, in the United States if they are not doing those horrible deeds, which is not to the benefits of any Americans, okay?
I mean, everybody knows the CIA is a rotten bunch of crooks who torture and murder and eat babies for breakfast. I mean, everybody knows this is what the CIA does. But see, Hirsch tells the same story over and over and over again, and he's been doing it for 45 years, and the CIA is still tooting along without ever having suffered any kind of problem at all as a result of any of his reporting. And I would say the same thing goes for Glenn Greenwald and The Intercept and The Nation and Mother Jones. And all the
10 years ago, we started exposing people, reporters like, I don't want to even use the term reporter or journalist for them, like Glenn Greenwald, like Jeremy Scahill, like Amy Goodman, and say that there is this perception that has been manufactured, created, given legitimacy to people that if you were to start digging, and you don't have to dig too deep, you start getting into the parts that you're hitting manure, and then under that you get to the swamp layer, and it's nothing but crap, and it's so easy to expose. It's not difficult. When you, for example, you look at what happened when Jeremy Scahill went to Afghanistan to write his books and report from there, they tried to portray him as this tough guy, independent journalist. He was based with U.S. military there. I had sources at the time who said this foo-foo guy every morning got his double foam cappuccino. He didn't go and conduct those were all illusions. And then he spent 5 days trying to grow some facial hair to show that he was being ruggedy and tough in the fields. He was never in the fields in Afghanistan. Those were all the illusion created by our operatives from the CIA and coming out as an alternative, independent, exposing horrible things we are doing in Afghanistan. All controlled outlet, controlled narrative. So when we expose these things, and I'm sure you have heard it too, one of the first responses from people who love to buy into these people with white hat, the good guys, they want to have that. It seems to be this innate need. People want to believe, even though they see evidence that contradicts, like a scumbag, excuse my language, I'm just being here raw, on Glenn Greenwald, they have this need, majority of the people, you want to feel good. You want to believe in these people. You want to say, they are wearing white hat, I'm going to cheer for them, even though some things my gut feeling says, that something is not right, because why are they making millions of dollars? Why are they given this access if it is actually what they say they are doing? One of the things they say to people like us, because we interfere with their Pollyanna feel-good state of mind, they want to believe that these are real people, they are good. And they say, well, you and James Corbett and Doug Valentine, you guys are just jealous. That's it. You are so jealous because Glenn Greenwald is much more famous than you are. And they make $2 million. And Jeremy Scahill is sexy, too sexy, has fan club. You guys are just jealous.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. And I'm too sexy for Milan. Too sexy for Milan, New York and Japan. And I'm too sexy for your party. Too sexy for your party. No way I'm disco dancing.
There is no distinction between the CIA and the media in the United States. They are the same thing.
The full video is available now for members at newsbud.com. Sign up today for full access, or you can watch it now at Newsbud Vimeo on demand.